listening to KHQN 1480 Radio, the Utah Legislative Update. Our call-in number is 800-776-1913. Again, utahtalkradio.com is our web address. We're going to be talking about school grading today, and that's probably one of the more exciting issues, legislative-wise, that we've talked about this summer. School grading is exciting for a lot of different reasons, but one of the reasons why is that we have some of the best teachers in the United States and the state of Utah. We also have great parents, and we have a business community that understands the value of education. And because of that, we have one of the greatest education systems and some of the best results in the United States. And those around the nation, there's lots of different states that have used school grading, and as they've done so, they've seen amazing results within the performance of the students in the schools and in their communities. One of the more significant parts about school grading is to make it transparent, and we'll probably have President Niederhauser join us, and he's been a great advocate for transparency, not only in school grading or in schools, but throughout all of state government. And it's very difficult as we contemplate any type of evaluation system and trying to decide how and what to use. But it's pretty clear when you're efficient or effective or performing or satisfactory, it's hard to know what they mean. But when you use clear terms like A, B, C, D, and E, or F, excuse me, those are known to all of us. We know what an A school is, we know what a B school is, and we know what a D school is. And those of an evaluation system bring great transparency. We have, and I think as we look at school grading as the Grade Tuesday, I think we'll have lots of opportunity for discussion. And in the political process, many times we complain and we worry about apathy. The premise behind school grading is that when performance is measured, performance improves. But if you don't know what the performance is, it's really hard for anyone to get involved. It's pretty hard to get to know what the problem, but to fix the problem if you don't know what the problem is. And welcome President Niederhauser with us, but good to have you here. So if we know what the problem is, it's my opinion that we'll have parents and community members and other people get involved to try to help with that. I have 4 daughters, and during the period of time my daughters were in school, my wife spent a lot of time at the school. In fact, she spent so much time reading to the kids that I think they made her the assistant librarian. But I've got business associates that actually spend a great deal of time, and they actually take time off of work, and they go and read to kids. So our community and our parents and our teachers are committed. So I'm excited to see the results of school grading. Welcome you here, President.
It's good to be here, and a great discussion today on school grading. We want to remind our listeners that you can call in at 1-800-776 excuse me, 1913, and we'd love to entertain some questions on school grading today. We do have Senator Adams with us, and we'll have Senator Urquhart joining us by phone here in about a half an hour. So, Senator Adams, can you tell us a little bit about some of the genesis of school grading? Where is this coming from? What has been the experience of maybe some other states?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. We've seen states, Florida, Indiana, and implement school grading, and as they've done so, Florida actually, when they implemented school grading, they had more schools getting D's and F's than A's and B's. And in the past, we've seen them turn that around. Now they have not more classes or more schools getting A's and B's. They have 10 times more schools getting A's and B's than D's and F's. So they've seen their performance just absolutely explode. And again, when performance is measured, performance improves. But you don't know what to improve on if you don't know the measure. And so this A, B, C, D, and F performance level has absolutely transformed the schools in Florida.
Now, I've heard a lot of arguments about the simplicity and the arguments against the simplicity and the clarity that the grade gives, an A, B, C, D, F. Some argue that we should have the system that we've had now for many years that shows substandard or standard that ranks the schools, and that we should stick with that. But one of the problems I've had with that is I have no idea what that means, and I think the public doesn't know what that means.
Ask anybody, what does satisfactory mean? What does efficient mean? What is we don't know if that's an A, B, or C. But you know what an A is, you know what a B is, you know what a C is. We all do. And because of that, again, if you don't know the results of a measurement, you'll have apathy. But I will guarantee you in Utah, we will not allow for a D or an F school to remain. You'll see a community, if a school gets a D or an F, you'll see the community, you'll see the administration, you'll see the teachers, you'll see the parents right around that school, like they have in Florida and these other states. They have some of their non-kids in Florida are scoring higher than the average kid in Utah. That is, and they have a few of them in Florida. And that is absolutely amazing that they could have those results from this measurement system.
And we can talk a little bit more about this next segment, but my understanding is, and I've seen the data, was that school grade didn't move the bar necessarily for the proficient and high-performing students. It brought the minority students and those that were performing on the low end, it lifted them up. And that's what happened. That's how they were able to move their national assessment scores from the bottom of the barrel up to better than average, and in many cases better than we are here in Utah, where we have a homogeneous population, but yet our minority populations are increasing substantially, and the predictions are by our demographic people is that we might have a minority majority here by about 2040.
And that's exactly right. I mean, those that are most at risk are that. In fact, after the break, I think we need to talk more about it. But those that are most at risk are those students who are underperforming, and school grading tends to help them and to be able to move them forward. So.
And we can discuss why that is, more about some of the details, I think, so that our listeners can understand what school grading is going to be about. There is the growth portion of the school grading where we double weight the rewards for a school if they can move somebody that is not. So this is the Utah Legislative Update. We're talking school grading. Remember, you can call in at 1-800-776-1930. So stay with us. We'll be talking more about school grading in our next segment.